I've always said that all little boys want to be firemen. Some of us just don't grow up. Jumping in the car with Dad anytime fire trucks went by, and we'd go out trying to look to see if there was a fire somewhere, and just that interest in being there. I realized once I got into recruit school, this is where I meant to be. I absolutely love it. It's the best job I ever had. Being diagnosed with kidney cancer was a shock. It is a very, very sobering conversation when you sit across from an oncologist and he tells you, you got about a 20% chance of surviving this. Having to be stoic in front of my wife, my coworkers, but understanding that I may not survive this. It was a very sobering conversation, not one that I wish on anybody to have. PFAS is the polyfluorinated alkyls, the forever chemicals as we call them now. It's been used in our turnout gear. As you get hot, your pores open, draws contaminants in. It's also in the foam that we've used for years to help combat flammable liquid fires. They did a really great job, but they're also really bad for us in the environment. Heart attack used to be the #1 killer of firefighters, and cancer has taken that over. Cancer has moved up to the #1 spot, and unfortunately for a lot of us, it's not a matter of if we get cancer, it's a matter of when. No one wants to hear that they've got cancer. I try not to dwell on it because I don't want it to eat my life up, but it's something I worry about, that every 8 months when I go back for a CT scan that I'm going to get a phone call or a doctor's visit that says, hey, I'm sorry to tell you, but your cancer's come back. Unfortunately, it's something I'm going to have to deal with the rest of my life. It saddened me a lot to find out that the PFAS were in our gear, the stuff that we expect to protect us. And that very protective gear is the stuff that is making us sick. That's saddening, especially if it's being done so someone else can make money. I think we deserve to be protected. I spent a third of my life for 30 years at this fire department, protecting people I don't know. And it's cost me a lot of stuff. I've had health issues. It's cost me time away from work, cost me time with my kids. We deserve better than that. We're putting ourselves on the line, and now we're finding out that we're not only were we taking the risks of doing what we do, which is inherently dangerous, but now you're adding these other dangers on top of it that we didn't know, and that's just not right. There's a lot of stuff that we deal with, and we deal with it because we love what we do, but now we're finding out that what we're doing that we love to do is making us sick. We're providing a very good service and doing our very best to protect the citizens in our communities. You'd like to think that they would like to protect us, to help us out. I'd love to see some laws passed. I'd love to see some things taken care of, grants given, whatever it is, to help replace that expensive turnout gear, to get rid of these things, to protect the guys that are out there protecting you, to try and keep you and your family safe at our own expense.